If we talk about the market, how are you doing with Yahoo and Microsoft? What kind of relations between you three guys on this field?
You know, I think there are two comments to that. One is, 8 years ago, if you had asked somebody about Google, the answer would have been, Google who?
Yeah.
Google what?
Yeah.
And I think we're more concerned about those two guys sitting in a garage who we don't know, because they're the ones who might come out with something revolutionary. And the only way to think about them is to keep running as fast as you can, because every time you look in the back, you might have somebody trying to catch up. So we try and focus on the product and our user and try and run as fast as we can so that we don't worry about other people in the market. And the second part, I think it relates to something we talked about earlier. I think we're still in the beginning of this internet phenomena. So as I love to say, it is the time to build the pie, not fight over how much you can have of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So I think we need to work together to go out and build the pie, to create the users, to create the passion, to create the products, and to create the adoption of technology.
Okay, some people accuse you of cultural imperialism. Some others accuse you of dominating the information system.
I think I'd like to say we are facilitators. We help people find what they're looking for. And you know, what is fascinating is perhaps Google is the only website in the world where we try and get you off the website as quickly as we can. Now, you know, imperialists and people who dominate try and keep you with them and hold on to you. We actually, you know, we talk to Larry and Sergey, they say, how can I make sure the user types as quickly as they can and get them the result as quickly as you can and send them to where the result is? So I don't see that behavior as quite that of dominating.
I mean, if we look at the look at the advertising on your pages, it seems that you are guiding the mind, guiding the behavior. Later on, it will be through certain direction. Don't you think so?
Oh, I don't think so. I think it is a case of death to assume the users are not smart enough to figure it out. I think the users, the consumers, are the smartest people in the world, and they are able to understand exactly what is information and what is advertising. So, you know, we maintain a very, very strong wall between our information side of the business and the advertising side of our business. Information is based on what people like, what they find is relevant. So if somebody is looking for Britney Spears and they type Britney Spears, or somebody is looking for Cairo and how to go out in Cairo, when they type it, we have to provide them the exact answer, what other people are looking at. Because anytime they feel that any result has been touched, steered, or managed, they're not going to trust you. And trust forms the underlying basis for Google's relationship with our users. And that's why they come back to us, because we're one click away. We don't ask you to tell us your name. We don't ask you to register yourself. Just say, come to Google search, you find the information and you leave.
But you organize the search answer, the finding. You organize it, but in your own ways.
Oh, no. I think the organization is designed to take the input of millions and millions of users around the world and to see what the wisdom of crowds is telling us and what is going to be a more relevant and more intelligent answer for the users so they find what they're looking for.
Yeah. How far can you get from politics, Mr. Arora, as a company?
We stay as far away from as we can, because we are a business about technology. What people don't understand is Google is fundamentally a technology company.
Yeah.
Our founders and our management team sit and think about how can we leverage technology to solve large problems in the world, which can be solved by using technology at scale. I mean, just think about what it takes to deliver in 100 countries around the world, in over 100 languages, a search result in less than 1 second.
Yeah.
It takes tremendous amounts of hardware, it takes tremendous amounts of software, it takes tremendous amounts of intellectual power, and it takes constant rethinking of what we're doing.
But still, it's concerning with content.
Oh,
and every content has got a message, don't you agree?
No, it's not concerning content. We're actually helping people facilitate their access to information so they go find what they're looking for. We're not a content business at all. We don't touch the content, we just help them find it.
Yeah, but you bring it up. And you give it the priority that you think it's
well, we
there.
don't think those priorities are designed by computer science algorithms which are based on users' behavior on the web. So it's not something we sit down and say, oh, today when somebody types France or Cairo, what should we give them? It's just designed by algorithms, and the algorithms works 99% of the time.
So is it randomly?
No, it's not random. It is based on scientific algorithms.
Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about your way of management? When you joined Google, I think the founders themselves found you a very strategic person to deal with their businesses in Europe and now in Africa and the Middle East. Your philosophy about expanding, your philosophy about providing a good product.
If you think about what makes Google successful, it is the single-minded vision in trying to make the best thing happen for our users. And that is a philosophy almost everybody at Google embodies. Every employee of ours believes that. The second thing, which is very, very important for us as a business, as a company, is to find the best people in the world, wherever we are, wherever they are. And we have a very unique, very robust process in hiring our people. We try and find people with true passion, true drive. We don't worry about how much experience somebody has in something or not. As long as we believe people are passionate, smart, intelligent, have the drive, we will go get them and make them part of our team. Once we have the people in the team, we have our single-minded vision. We want to make sure that we keep the spirit of entrepreneurship alive, because we can't have one smart person tell everybody what to do. We have to make sure that teams of 2, 3, 4 get together and come up with great answers, and we give them the flexibility and the ability to execute. So if you can manage all of that in a creative environment, keep a focus on the user, I think great things will happen. And I think it requires some special skills on behalf of management. This is not, command and control. You don't say, this is what we will do, that is the hill we're going to charge. You say, we want to go do this, which hill should we charge? What do you guys think? And if you can maintain that curiosity of people, that entrepreneurial spirit, let them take ownership, let them own the problem, you find much better solutions than trying to be the smart guy in the room and tell them what to do.
You once said that we take our people and we send them back to California, train them there, give them the spirit, and then let them start work.
Yes.
What that means? Why they should go there?
Well, I think it's important to understand the roots, the genesis of the business. It's important to see the company in action. And again, as we've grown, 5 years ago, we didn't exist in this side of the pond, or the ocean. We were not in Europe, Middle East, or Africa. We've just started building our presence in these markets. We also have a robust enough set of offices now in Dublin and in London, where we believe we have critical mass. So maybe in the future, you don't have to go as far as California to absorb the spirit. You can go to Dublin or London. But we want to make sure people understand our philosophies as a business, how we operate. I mean, there's a very interesting story. When there were very few people at Google, one day one guy just went and started writing "Don't be evil" on the boards. And people said, well, why is he writing "Don't be evil"? He said, well, when we build our business, it's important we understand, let's not be evil. And that became a company motto. That almost every one of our 12,300 employees around the world understand that we don't want to be evil. And they will question in a meeting when somebody's having a conversation and say, are you sure? Let's not be evil, right? Let's do the right thing for the user. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes to build a unique culture.
Mr. Arora, thank you very much for this interview. And pardon my language. I haven't practiced for quite a time.
You did fantastic.
Thank you very much.